35 names. People say to me, how am I going to get 35 names? We knock on the doors, okay? We knock, okay? And you don't do this forever. You don't do it forever. You only do it for about 3 or 4 weeks. So what you need to do is you need to put those blinkers on and you need to say, right, for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to commit to doing salad cutting, surveying or shows. Because if you do a show can easily get you 50 leads in one hit. You go to Tesco's and you spend 3 hours in Tesco's. You know how many people come into Tesco's? A lot of people. And shows, especially now going into like the back end of the year, Christmas time, and you have, is it Black History Month in October? Oh, do you know how many shows that we would get on? It's amazing. It is amazing. And in every town, there's something. They have poetry things, you know, they even have health things, Caribbean foods and, you know, cultural things. And you can go and just stand outside with your apron and your ID bag and speak to people and get names and numbers. We would do this all the time. And the main thing is you need to know these numbers, so write them down. Because if you dedicate yourself, okay, to make sure that you dedicate yourself to at least one of these for the next 3 weeks, do you think that if I said to you, Rose, okay, so let's say, for example, Rose, you're going to dedicate yourself to salad cut, okay? And every week, because salad cutting gives you bookings, every week I say, worst case scenario, there's 7 dinners, week 1. You know some of them will rebook, okay? But some of them you cook, some of them yourself. Week 2. There's more 7 dinners, another 7 dinners. Week 3, there's another 7 dinners. Week 4, the last week, there's another 7. Do you think you would have got some sales?
Yes.
How many sales do you think that you would get out of that? I'll tell you exactly. Probably deliver at least anything between 7 or 8 in that month. But what happens, you go, oh, I'll do 2 this week. Oh, it's Alicante next week, I can't be bothered. Okay, I'll do 3 this week. And that is when you have to do salad cutting forever. But what happens is, just like Ricky said, dinners from dinners. When you get into these salad cut serving or show houses, you then have what we call booking programs. Can anyone tell me what they are?
Dinners from dinners.
Yeah, and what else?
Referrals.
Yeah. Now, it doesn't matter which one you do, whether you just dedicate yourself on booking dinners from dinners or dedicate yourself on referrals. You know, Roger Van Degen, who used to be a trainer, he used to concentrate on referrals. Bernie, as some of you will know, Gary, he would have concentrated on dinners from dinners. Myself, I used to do both. Okay? Now, the main thing is, let's say, for example, so now we'll go back to the scenario of the salad cutting. Remember, guys, the main thing, those 7 dinners, or let's say you only cook 3 of them, let's say in 7 dinners you should cook at least 50%, which is about 3 or 4. So worst case scenario, Rose only cooks 3 dinners out of the 15 salads that she cut. Would you say that that's realistic? No, is that unrealistic? Would you say she'd cook less than that? If you cut 15 salads, how many dinners should you cook?
7.
You should definitely.
7 to 10.
Right. You definitely book 7 to 10, so you should cook about 5 if you're good at it. Yeah, and you guys have been doing it enough, so you should be pretty good at it by now. But let's say worst case scenario, you don't cook 7, you don't cook 5, you only cook 3. Worst case scenario. So I said there's 7 dinners, 4 rebook, you cook 3. Now, what I want you to do in those 3 dinners, I either want you to dedicate yourself to dinners from dinners or referrals. Let's say you dedicate yourself to referrals. In every dinner, you need to be able to extract minimum of 10 names, which is very easy to do, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, you can actually extract up to 20 per dinner, because if you've got a husband and a wife, 10 from the husband, and 10 from the wife. But what people do is they give the referral form to the wife, and then they come to the end of the dinner. You've been in the house for 3 hours, it's now 11 o'clock, and you say, okay, you're not buying, no problem, now give me 20 names, yeah? And the customer goes, I'm tired, I need to call them, I'll call you back. I'll call you tomorrow and I'll tell you the names. That phone call never happens. Okay, but what has to happen is you give it to them at the beginning. If you are dedicating yourself to referrals, you say, okay, husband and wife, there's your referral form and there's your referral form. Throughout the presentation, if you think someone would really benefit from seeing this presentation and hearing the information, just pop their name down and I'll go and give them a free meal as well. So by the time you're cooking, they should have written down about 3 names. When you're cooking, have you ever heard this? My sister would love this and she would buy cash. You ever heard that? And then do you get the name? No. You kind of go, do you want to give me a sip? I have to call her first. But whereas if you've got the referral form in the hand and they go, my sister would love this, she would buy cash, you say, you know what, I thought, just pop her name down. And she goes, oh yeah, I've got my referral form here. And you gave me a pen. Okay? Then when they start eating, okay, let's say Aqua's my customer. Okay, there's your food, Aqua. No, Aqua, I'm going to go get you your food. Okay, so what I want you to do is I just want you to fill out that sheet. Okay, this is a referral sheet. Okay, I'll give you this. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to get her phone. I'm going to give it to her. Hi, I'm going to go put your food. So I've now got her out the kitchen because I need to serve the food. But what else have I done? Gave her a pen, and I gave her her phone. Even if her phone is in the other room. Okay, let me get the phone. Now, I'm not saying to her, I'm giving you your phone to look through. It's a gesture. What does that mean? It means give me everyone in your phone book. It means I want names and numbers. So what is she going to do? Automatically, as long as they like you and they've enjoyed the presentation, they start writing. And you do the same to the husband. First person to write down 10 names is getting the biggest slice of cake. You see them. Or the person that writes down the most names is going to get 2 pieces of chicken. Oh, it's going to be me, oh, it's going to be me. And you see them, and they start giggling and laughing. But you've got to make the presentation fun. If it's boring, do you think they want you back? So now I'm going to do the 6 enemies of nutrition. Okay. So if you do this, you're going to die. And if you do this, it's killing your nutrients. If you do this, you poison yourself. And the customer goes, really? I just don't believe a word they're saying. Does that make sense? So whereas if you concentrate, if Rose now concentrates on those 3 dinners to just extract 10 names. 10 names in every dinner. Okay? That now means she has 30 names at the end of the week. And I say, come to a bookathon. And every week I'm going to give you 30 names. And she goes, all right, I'll come. And I say, okay, so we're going to spend an hour and a half, and you can call 30 names. Now what I want you to do, Rose, I want you to get 20 no's. I need you to get 20 people to say no to you. Guess what she's going to do? Someone says no, no problem. No problem. Effie, I've got 5 no's so far. 2 people said yes, but I'm going to get some more no's. Okay? She's going to get some bookings, right? Okay? I want you to get me 20 no's out of that 30. Okay? She may not even get 20 no's. She may only get 10. The rest of them she'll book. Okay? The main thing is she's now, every week, I say, okay, next week, there's another 30 referrals, Rose. Now all I need you to do, Rose, is every day out of all those 30 referrals, I just need you to book 2 dinners out of all of those 30. Do you think that that will cater for a week? If I give you 30 names every single week for the next 4 weeks, do you think you'll book some dinners?
Yeah.
Do you think you get some sales?
Yeah.
It's all about understanding the business. Okay? With dinners from dinners, in every single dinner, you need to book a minimum of 2 dinners. Because we all know dinners rebook. Now, if I have Rose, who's just booked me, who's booked me 1 dinner, there's a likelihood that that dinner will rebook, isn't it? We all know that. You know, Effie, I can't wait to invite my friends, and then I'll ring her and I'll say, Rosa, how's it going? My friends don't want to come. And I say, oh, why is that? They're busy. Okay, no problem. It will rearrange another time, and that rearrangement never happens. However, if I ring her and I book 2 dinners, she goes, Effie, my friends can't come. I say, don't worry about this one. Let's get them to the next one. You think you can do that? Effie, I'm on it. Okay? They get onto it. Alright? Because you've got those 2 dates for them to play with. Now, if they host 2 dinners, they get 2 gifts. Okay? The main thing is that if Rose now goes into those 3 dinners and she books another 2 dinners, how many dinners does that give her?
4.
6.
6, yes, 6.
And then she goes and books those other 7. That's 13. Half of those will rebook. You're now on 6 dinners a week. You've automatically doubled the amount of dinners that you do purely by making sure that you dedicate yourself to booking dinners. Your business won't work unless you have dinners. Does that make sense? Referrals per dinner is a minimum of 10. Minimum. Bare minimum. Who knows 10 people? Guys, who knows 10 people? We all know a minimum of more than that. You know, when you have a party, you don't have 2, 3 people there. You have people. Isn't it?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a party, guys? Tell me.
Yeah, that's quite a few years ago.
How many people did you have there?
That's quite a number.
Big number, isn't it?
Yeah, I was there.
2000.
2010.
Oh, 2010.
About 250.
250 people.
Yeah,
And when did she cook for you?
She cooked for me.
Vice versa. So, but can you see? Have you cooked for all those 250 people?
No.
No. I've still got family members I haven't cooked for. Okay? But the main thing is, what do we need to do? We need to pick up the phone. Okay? But what we do is we put it off. And then we end up with no dinners, which means our business doesn't work. Okay? Understand the numbers, because Salad Master's a numbers game. If you want more, you up the numbers. That's all. When I was coming through the business and I became a distributor, I would salad cut on my own, okay, when I didn't have a team. When I now got a team, I didn't have to salad cut because I had plenty of dinners. They go, Effie's always got dinners. And Cola used to say, follow what she's doing. So that meant I had to go out and salad cut even though I didn't have to salad cut. Oh, God. They were like, Effie, take a salad cut. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I would take them because they're my team. They're like my babies. I'd be like, you kids, you just annoy me. Okay, but like you have fun with them. And you know what I used to do? What I used to do is I used to drop them off. I used to go to the shop. Okay, if it was cold, if it was hot, I used to go and get them ice lollies and ice creams. Okay, it used to cost me like 15, 20p. You know, just those ice pole sticks, those long ones. And they would walk around, they got an ice pole stick, like knocking on doors, giving salads, you know, quickly having some ice pop because it was hot. But that 15, 20p ice pop as a team leader, that makes such a big difference. And like, we love salad cutting with Effie. She buys us chocolates and things like that. And you know, like those heroes. I had to buy a box and come on guys, throw them out, come on, chocolate this, give us one. Throw Mars bars, little Mars bars and stuff. And we used to have a lot of fun. Okay, we used to be like, okay, first person to do 10 star jumps. Okay, and then they go to the next door. So you get their energy levels up. You know, if they're dragging their feet, do you think they want to knock doors? Do you think the person wants to let you in their house and they're like this? I can't really be bothered. I have to be here because my dealer's dragged me out. You know, knock. Salad, no, thank God for that. You know, that's not the mentality. Your dealers are already successful. They don't need to take you salad cutting. My dealer never took me salad cutting. Never. They said, this is what you do, see you later. Okay, I've got to go. I'm telling you, I was the most scared person when it came to surveying and salad cutting. Surveying, worst. We would knock on the door. My team leader would be next to me. And I would wait. I'd be like, yeah, you're going to get this one. And I would stand there, apron, pens, everything, survey cards. And he'd be like, okay, did you see that? Got it? I was like, yeah, that was great. his name was Tony. I was like, Tony, that was great. He's like, okay, let's go to the next one. But this time,